If you look closely at Robert Richards' house, you'll see a thick layer of black dust.
Quite often I come out probably every 2 weeks and give it a brush and a hose down, but this is what, probably 10 days we're back to this.
His house sits next to the Westgate Freeway, a major road and freight route through Melbourne's west. Next door is one of 6 relatively new air monitors, installed as part of the Westgate Tunnel project.
Why it's there, what's it registering?
Scientist Claire Walter has been comparing data from these new roadside monitors with an older one located in a nearby park, and found some types of pollution were up to 50% higher.
When you apply that risk, it equates to a 13% increase in the risk of children developing asthma.
Her findings come from an area that already has some of the highest hospital admission rates in Victoria for illnesses linked to air pollution, including asthma, stroke, heart failure and lung cancer. She estimates traffic pollution kills more than 11,000 people a year across Australia. That's about 10 times higher than the number of deaths from skin cancer or the national road toll.
WHO are predicting that air pollution will be the #1 cause of death within the next 20 years.
In Australia, Mount Isa tops a list for the worst polluting suburbs based on data from industries which self-report their emissions, like miners and manufacturers. Queensland and Western Australia dominate, with 8 of the top 10 most polluted postcodes. But the list doesn't include data from traffic monitors like this, largely because there's not enough of them. Health advocates say Australia's fallen behind other comparable countries when it comes to addressing air pollution. They point out Australia's federal air quality standards allow for higher levels of some types of pollution than what the World Health Organisation recommends. And they say in some parts of the country, there simply isn't enough monitoring.
We placed the monitor inside of a mesh net.
One Sydney community group was so concerned, it started building its own monitors around major roads and construction projects in the city's west.
The New South Wales government, they haven't historically put them in areas of high pollution, and even if they did, they couldn't cover all the areas.
The trucking industry acknowledges the problem, driven by Australia's reliance on higher polluting older trucks.
The hard part is trying to pull those old trucks out, still giving the value back to the people that own them, and get them to actually buy a newer truck.
The Victorian government says it has put $20 million towards sealing roads and modernising trucks in the inner west. The New South Wales government says it is committed to managing air quality on its roads and provides live data from its monitors, while the Australian government says it will examine air pollution guidelines in 2025 and has improved standards for some types of pollution.
There are lots of ways we can achieve cleaner air, and there are lots of ways that we can prevent what could be a catastrophe if we don't do something about it.
Elise Kinsella, ABC News.